Hello all, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So today, I'm going to be doing another one of the sorta how hard can units hit sort of videos for buutenks here. Now, those of you who have watched all or some of these I've done so far will notice I actually did have him as a rotation in the Broly video. However, on Broly's team, buutenks only has access to a double 170, and the stat difference really, going from a 340 leader skill to a 400 leader skill, it really does make a big difference. So I figured it was worth getting another sort of run at him, as well as the fact that I actually did not, in that one even, get access to all of his sort of buffs. Because in his ultimate Gohan state, he actually has part of his passive here. Starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn of Buuhan, he gets an extra additional, 100% attack and defense. Just added on. So that should actually make his stats, I think, pretty explosive. So this one might be a tad longer. Towards the latter half, so we're just gonna jump right in. I think how we're gonna do this is, we're still gonna show our sort of first turn or so, as we usually do. Slot 3. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna show our first turn as we usually do, and once we get towards the end, we're gonna show the first sort of turn in base. Then I want to show the first turn in ultimate, and then I think we can skip a turn, that second turn in ultimate, and we'll come back on the third turn in ultimate, because at that point he should have his sort of buff up, I think, and then we are going to come back one turn later to do the sort of item turn to see just how explosive that can get. So let's hope this goes pretty well. I'm pretty excited to try this out. Get the orbs here. Is it the third or fourth turn that we'll have access to an ultimate Gohan? Because from the start of turn, it'd be, his first turn, and then the next rotation, would be the second turn, then his rotation would be third turn, and the next one would be fourth, his would be fifth. So we might actually come back. We'll show the first turn on Buuhan, I think, and then we'll skip to his fourth turn, I think is what we'll do, because that's what will give him the extra stats. Okay, I'm glad I realized that early on instead of accidentally making the mistake later on of not getting it in at all. Okay, so with that in mind, it's actually going to take us several turns as Buuhan in order to get all of the stuff we want to get in. So I might have to. I usually go try to aim about midway down the Dokkan meter when we're on the sort of final attack that would kill, to when I start my sort of final turns, but we may have to just start like right after we launch a Dokkan attack, because this is going to take place over like 10 turns for me or something. So I will cut some of them for you guys and whatnot, but this is actually going to take quite a bit to get everything I want to sort of see here. So we will have to be mindful of that. Okay. We'll see how he does on this first turn. He doesn't, these are his links he has up. He doesn't have big bet bosses yet. He gets that in Buuhan. Obviously, we are going to link Kid Buu as the primary sort of rotation. And then we are going to try and aim for Super Buu to be, on the big turn with him. Because he'll get a bunch of extra stats from being next to Super Buu. Okay, so we only got the defense there. I may aim to only go for 12 keys, if at all possible, actually, because I mean he should be pretty tanky anyway, and also it'll juice up our attack even more because he only greatly raises on that. So yeah, we're just gonna keep grinding away at this for a while until usually it's about turn 70-ish where we end up sort of showing all of our attack stats and stuff. So I'm gonna cut here, and then we're gonna come back later on and see just how crazy Buuhan can look. All right, we're back for just a moment. I made a little bit of a mistake. I kind of forgot that I don't even know how I just put this to the side of my mind that Super Boo is going to be doing those AoEs. So he's actually an awful pick to bring here. I decided to substitute him, not him, with these guys. I don't have any dupes for them because Global getting shafted of like 1 million or something battlefield currency points. So we are significantly behind. So yeah, I don't actually have any dupes for them or anything, but I do have the Easy A done. So not only will they share legendary power with Buuhan, they will give the 40% support. So that should still be pretty good for that sort of turn. And we're just gonna jump right back in. I don't really feel the need to show our first turn or anything again. But yeah, we'll come back probably on turn 70. I don't imagine with this team we'll end up like dying any times. All right, and we are back. So we're up to turn 73. This is gonna take quite a few turns to do all I want to accomplish here. So I figure we're gonna start, right here. This is about where we normally go. But I do usually have like the Dokkan meter. It's like halfway full is usually how I measure it. So we could technically get up to like 80 or something before we do this. But I actually, like I said, this one might actually take quite a few more turns than usual. So I just want to be a bit more careful with it. So I'm stacking for quite a while. I've been trying to aim for the 12 keys on buutenks as much as I can to get the greatly raise of attack. I will say my hidden potential build, I got about a decent bit of everything. So it's equivalent to a 28% chance, which isn't the highest. But I will say that since it procs on every attack, I usually do get pretty lucky with it, but I have gotten pretty unlucky with it this time around, unfortunately. So we're going to just jump right in here. As I said earlier, how I sort of want to do this is I'm going to try and avoid same type of orbs as much as I can, because like I said, this is going to take quite a few turns to do. So we're going to show this turn. Let me see how he does real quick. Okay, we're starting off with a 40.6. This is still buutenks, not even Buuhan yet. He doesn't have big bad bosses, so I mean, once we transform him, his stats are going to just jump out like significantly. But yeah, so I want to show this first turn as buutenks, and then we're going to go through and do the next turn, and then we'll transform immediately on this turn, show one turn of Buuhan, and then we are going to wait a few turns until we can get it's on turn 6 from when he appears, like the 6th turn from when he has appeared, is when he gets an additional 100% attack and defense. So, the first turn he appears, that's 1. The next time he's on rotation, that'll be turn 3 since he's appeared. And the next time he's on rotation, it will be turn 5 since he's appeared. So unless we were to float him off, it's going to take another 3 appearances in order to get that buff. So it is going to take quite a bit of, maneuvering to actually get to that point. And I'm not sure. I do want to get these guys on rotation with them, but I think it's just best to try and do that, try and accomplish that for the item phase, because we're already going to be stretching this a lot of turns. I am going to cut to make it a bit more, because there's going to be some dead turns, so I'm going to cut so it's a bit, you know, more. You guys get to just see what we're actually aiming for. Between our first Buuhan turn and, like I said, I'll need to do another turn with him, and then another turn, and then we'll come back on the third turn from when he first transforms. Or I guess third appearance from when he first transforms. So we're going to do that turn, and then we're going to do the next time he's on a rotation, we're going to do the item turn and see how that looks. So I think he should be pretty good here. I mean, we'll see exactly what happens, but alright, let's transform. I do have this sort of once a day skip on, but I haven't used him yet today, so I should try to remember actually for these videos probably to turn that off before. I do like seeing the animations and stuff. It's just I don't like seeing them, you know, every single time. Is why I have once a day. But I figure it would be good to get in these videos maybe. Okay, so I mean, here's what he's looking like. Here are the links. Does he actually? No. Okay. So we got pretty much everything we can right now. We're gonna show this first turn, like I said. You know, we don't have any items active or anything. So we're just gonna jump right in here, see what we look like. Come on. I'm pretty curious, actually. I think we got up to 60 million, I think. And that was our like second appearance as him. Yeah. Okay, so we got up to like 60 million on our second appearance as him. I think. With on the Broly sort of thing. And we're up to 60 million now already. And like I said, I did actually get pretty unlucky with my additionals that time around. Or this time around, I mean. I got pretty lucky with them that time. We're looking pretty good here, though. And also, oh my. Yeah, he hits for quite a bit. So, we're going to finish up this turn. And then we're going to cut at next turn. And then, like I said, we're going to come back once that sort of 100%. He gets that 100% extra attack and defense. That should boost him up a bit more. He'll also get a bit more stats from next turn. He'll get his full stacks that he can. Because he stacks attack and defense for 4 turns on both his 12 and 18 keys. So that'll be fully stacked up next turn as well. So the next time, you know, he's on, you guys see him, he should look quite a bit better, I'm going to have to imagine. Alright, and we are back. I accidentally went a turn longer than I should have. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sort of multitasking at the moment. But we are here. We are pretty close to the Dokkan attack. So I am going to hope we don't hit it. But I'm glad I started this 101 million. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. He was literally at like, it was what, like 60 million that first turn. So, I mean, that just goes to show the extra turn of stacking and that 100% attack and defense really does make just a huge difference for him. It truly does. Okay. So we're going to have Dabura and Bobbity on this rotation and do the item one to finish up. And we might actually even only get 1 attack stat in there. I don't know. Because, holy shit. We are very close to the Dokkan attack. Okay. I think we should be fine, but we'll see. But yeah. This is, you know, this is a pretty close one. It's pretty, he's such an insane, like, I have used Vegito a lot more recently, and he really feels just a lot of fun to use and stuff, and you know, just hold, he can hold down that first like turn or two. He can be a bit scary, but I really feel like the Vegito unit has actually maybe gets a bit more hate even from myself in the past than he deserves. I still think Buuhan is much better, but I'm expecting this is going to be pretty crazy. We're going to have the like 70% support from Kid Buu. I think it's 70%. And then we'll have 40% support from the Dabura and Babidi. And we should have everything active but Metamorphosis and Shocking Speed, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna throw Kid Buu in slot 1 here. And we're just gonna let, you know, Buuhan here go wild. Let's see how we can do with orbs. Okay, we got most of them. Ah, we didn't get the rest of them. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna be able to get 19 physical orbs. So, I mean, we were at 101 million, you know, last sort of turn. Let's see what we can get to now. Perfect. I was able to manipulate it, so we did not get the Dokkan attack. Okay, Kid Buu is hitting at 20 million. He's normally like a 13, 14 million. Let's see what Buuhan's hitting. 267. Yeah, that's... I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's 128 million. These are pretty crazy. It's just, as crazy as seeing... Oh, we only got a double super turn. We could have quad... that's unfortunate. We could have quad supered. As crazy as that is, I will note, though, I don't think we are ever actually going to be able to beat what we got for... And we can just finish off here like this. I don't think we're ever going to be able to beat what we got for our Kefla video. That one was pretty... Kefla is... The amount of attacks she stacks is just so crazy. I think our final attack stat in that video was a 454 million. So... and she did... She only did 3 supers that turn, so... yeah. She can be pretty crazy. No, I don't think anyone can compare, but seeing a 257, 67, whatever it was, million, like that is really absurd. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I should remember to actually note this. I should link the I am keeping a sort of separate playlist for all these sort of videos on my channel. I'm going to make sure to link that in the description if you guys want to check out some of the older ones or see what we have done just in general. If you have any like requests for the units you'd like to see next or something, you can leave that in the comments or something. I'm not sure what all I want to do. I would like to try and do the sort of greatly raises that I can attack units first, but there's only so many of those, you know, sort of permanently stacking greatly raised that are actually, you know, pretty decent. As for the just normal raise attack and defense, I do have some of those I want to do as well. Like, I would like to try out, because the 7th years are approaching their EZA rapidly. It should be 10th anniversary. I do want to try and do a video on each of those at some point, just to get like a before, and then I also would like to, you know, make another one for each of them after. I don't know when exactly I'll do that, but yeah, these are pretty fun. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.